Come on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just pulling up the live stream on my. There we go. As the title of this live stream is, some atheists baffle me from an atheist. Yeah, this is not clickbait. Some atheists really baffle me. Why do some atheists baffle me? Well, yeah, this is reason number one. Let's just simply define the term atheism. Atheism, noun, philosophy, or in parentheses, belief. If some atheists use that term, and most don't, but that's how it is in Merriam-Webster's dictionary. That denounces all possibilities or likelihoods of a god or gods. That's atheism's definition in a nutshell. And you don't get any simpler than that. Now, why are some atheists baffle me? Now, I'm listening to a podcast called You Must Remember This. I highly suggest you check it out if you're into classic movies and all that, like I am. But anyway, the summer series is Bela Lugosi versus Boris Karloff. And I watched a show called Ghost Adventures to put me to sleep because it's laughably hilarious unintentionally, even though some episodes do intrigue me from a scientific standpoint. But anyway, Zach Bagans has a haunted museum, which is a half haunted house, half haunted item museum. And in one of the rooms, he has a mirror that belonged to Bela Lugosi himself. And Bela Lugosi was a guy who practiced magic as a religion. Now, Zach Bagans is Christian, so to him, practicing magic is devil worship. But anyway, now what is magic? What is Wicca? What is that faith? Well, it's a faith sort of like Christianity, but no cigar. While it doesn't have a Bible, it doesn't have any specific rituals, it doesn't have any specific, well, it does have specific holidays, but it doesn't have any, like, you know, calendar holidays like Christianity does, or Judaism does, or Islam does. It doesn't have holidays like that. And the definition of Wicca, or magic, or whatever you want to call it, is simply the belief of earthbound spirits and having a belief in energies that are within our bodies and in the minerals of rocks and in the minerals of crystals, you name it. And witchcraft and magic, it's casting spells, like prayer and all that is to Christians and all that. So there's similarities with Wicca and Christianity, but not, once again, close but no cigar, but there are similarities. Now, why do I bring this up? I bring this up because atheism, Wicca, magic, whatever you want to call it, two completely different things. They don't pair well. Atheism is completely denouncing any possibility of a god or gods. Wicca, magic, whatever you want to call it, is the complete opposite. I was watching a video on magic, the practice of magic, that is. Not, now you see it, now you don't. Not that type of trickery magic. I'm talking about actual practicing magic. Now, I stumbled across a video about because I was curious if it was a video on YouTube. And it's titled, "I am a atheist witch." This is why this live stream came to be, because I'm baffled by that. I've seen people combine atheism with spirituality, which title myself from time to time. Spirituality necessarily doesn't mean you need to have a faith in something that's beyond you. You could just have a spirituality life, a spirituality about the trees, whatever, right? You got a spirituality about and almost anything that doesn't have to deal with religion or entities. And I sometimes use the term spiritual atheist, but I don't use that term as much. I just use the term atheist. Now, that pairs well, because spirituality is a term that can be used in either a religious set or non-religious meaning. You could also say, I'm a Buddhist atheist. Makes sense, because Buddhism is a religion, noted religion, even though most Buddhists consider it a philosophy, where there's no gods, no goddesses they have to worship. It's just philosophical teachings of a man who lived named the Buddha, and it's about suffering and all that type of stuff. For some atheists, that's their form of community, is Buddhism. For some people, it's Unitarian Universalism, which I'm a member of. Once again, you don't need to be a believer to be a Unitarian Universalist. All beliefs and non-beliefs can practice that philosophy. Once again, Unitarian Universalist, spiritual atheist makes sense. Buddhist atheist makes sense. But when you get to, I'm a atheist Christian, or I'm an atheist Muslim, or I'm an atheist witch, or I'm an atheist, wizard, whatever, then that doesn't make any sense, because atheism if you're going to pair atheism with another label to describe yourself, you got to pair it with something that is generally in the same synopsis as non-belief. But when you compare non-belief with belief, you have completely different definitions and different meanings. And I mean, just think of how bizarre it is to have a friend or to watch a video where they describe themselves as a atheist witch or an atheist Christian or an atheist pantheist. These terms don't make sense together. Now, a lot of people like to say, well, pantheism, that could be, you're a Buddhist and you're a spiritual person who meditates on the energies of trees and all that, and that pairs with atheism well. Actually, no, it doesn't. Pantheism, the first part of that term, pan, means all. So you believe in all types of different spiritual teachings. Like pantheists believe in God, Muhammad, Buddhas, witches, warlocks, Native American spirits, entities, ghosts. Pantheists almost believe in everything, every bits and pieces of religion. That's what a pantheist is. They're still theists, but they believe in multiple religious teachings. Famous pantheist, Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis, pantheist. He has a strong distaste for organized religion, but he's a pantheist nonetheless. He still believes in God. He just doesn't believe in the organized religion version of it. But he still believes that there is a higher power. So you could technically go with the term Christian, but once again, Christianity falls under the line of organized religion, so he just uses the term pantheist. And so pantheism and atheism, completely different. Now, you're probably thinking, well, this is basic definitions. Why are you even bringing this up? Because it's becoming a trend to jump on these bandwagons of religions and spiritualities and different faiths and all that. Because a lot of millennials aren't going to church, or they stop believing altogether. And as a millennial who did lose his religion, loses faith in a higher power, I have no problem with calling myself spiritual atheist, because I do have spirituality, but it's not in a higher power. But the thing is, though, I'm an atheist through and through. That's first and foremost. And when you identify more than atheist, and when you say, oh, I'm an atheist witch, I'm an atheist Christian, I'm an atheist Muslim, you're not really an atheist. An atheist rejects biblical teachings and earthbound spirits. An atheist rejects that. Most atheists could, identify as agnostic in a way. And in a way, I could add that to me as a label. Because what if I'm wrong? What if there's a creator? But once again, I'm not going to believe in it until I actually see evidence for it. Essentially, what I'm saying is, if you're an atheist and you identify as more than atheist, that doesn't have a similar sound to the term atheism, I don't think you're an atheist. I really don't. See you next time.